Welcome back to the deep dive. Okay, so today we're taking you right into the thick of it. Think the streets of Durham, North Carolina. Gritty, real.
Yeah, and we're focusing on these two lifelong friends, Malik and Jamal.
Right. And their lives, well, up to this one point we're going to zero in on, it was all kind of a haze, wasn't it?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Selling drugs, driving around in Malik's beat-up Honda, just transactions, the smell of weed, that kind of rhythm.
A very, mundane existence in some ways, but with its own chaos.
Exactly.
And it's that predictability, that routine that makes what happens next so, well, shocking.
Exactly. It's the baseline, that feeling that this is just how it is. Transactions, smoke breaks, that's the setup. And our mission here really is to dig into how that gets completely shattered.
We're looking at a story of like a spiritual wake-up call, a really intense one.
We want to understand what kind of force, what specific catalyst can make someone just completely drop their entire way of life instantly.
And the trigger, it starts with these two mysterious women. They just appear.
And they totally disrupt the equilibrium.
They really do. That's the fracture point. The moment their kind of uneasy peace just breaks.
It's classic storytelling, isn't it?
Yeah.
The ordinary world gets invaded by something uncanny. And this story does it really well. The mundane suddenly feels, I don't know, hostile.
Okay, so let's track that feeling, that unease building up.
Yeah.
The story paints this picture, right? Hot afternoon, Malik and Jamal are driving, doing their thing.
Yeah, finishing up drops.
And then they see them, two women, all in black, head to toe, and they're walking with this intensity, purposeful.
Unwavering is the word used. I think.
Unwavering. And Malik immediately feels it, like this gut reaction, uneasy. He asks Jamal, did you see those chicks?
And what's interesting is initially the women aren't like doing anything aggressive.
No, not at all.
But just their presence, it just feels wrong for that setting. It violates the norm. And Jamal's reply, it confirms it's not just Malik.
Right. He says something like, yeah, what's up with them? They're like everywhere.
Everywhere. So it's not just a one-off strange sighting anymore. It feels like a pattern, like they're being watched or followed.
The whole environment starts to feel a bit conspiratorial.
Against them, against their usual anonymity on the street.
So they try to shake it off, right? They stop at a corner store, grab snacks, drinks, trying to get back to that easy, normal routine.
Just regular stuff.
But when they come out, there they are again, the two women, standing at the edge of the parking lot.
Just standing there.
Silently watching them. And the description says that, look, that gaze, it flips a switch. It goes from just weird to genuinely chilling. Malik feels a shiver, like a physical reaction.
That silent watching.
Yeah.
It's powerful psychologically. When someone stares like that, serious, seemingly everywhere, it implies judgment. Accountability, maybe.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because these guys, Malik and Jamal, they deal with risk all the time, right? But this is different.
It's outside the usual street rules. They're not used to feeling seen like this by something.
So what do? They try to cope the only way they know how. Pull over, quiet street, roll a blunt.
Try to laugh it off.
Yeah.
Force the old routine back into place.
Use the familiar ritual, yeah. Try to smoke away the strange vibe.
And that attempt to force things back to normal, that's the exact moment it all goes wrong.
Yeah. They're laughing, distracted, focused inside the car, and Malik happens to look up.
And boom, instant terror.
He sees the women, and they're not just standing there anymore, they're sprinting straight at the car.
That shift from just chilling to full-on panic.
Yeah.
It's so fast, it confirms the threat wasn't just in their heads.
No way. They scramble for the doors, but it's too late. The women are on them.
Reaching for them.
And the very last thing Malik remembers, consciously anyway, is darkness, a bag pulled right over his head.
That sudden violence, it's brutal.
Yeah.
And it perfectly sets up the vision, the real core of the experience.
Okay, so he wakes up, but not really wakes up in the car. The story takes this huge, almost biblical leap.
It's jarring.
He finds himself, and this is intense, nailed to a cross, feeling the rough wood digging into his back.
Oh.
And right next to him, hanging there too, is Jamal, his best friend.
I mean, the symbolism there is just overwhelming.
One minute they're, small-time dealers, the next they're literally in a crucifixion scene. The shift is staggering.
It's a complete reversal, isn't it? From mundane crime to ultimate judgment. It's the symbol of public shame, suffering, accountability in Western culture, certainly.
Surely.
So these guys, living lives of sort of quiet, hidden transgressions, suddenly it's all out there. Public, painful, final.
Like their private sins are on the biggest stage imaginable.
Exactly.
And then there's the other figure, even more shocking maybe, Jesus Christ himself, nailed to a third cross right there beside them.
That just elevates the whole thing, doesn't it? From a
Yeah.
physical nightmare, which it definitely is, to a full-blown spiritual reckoning.
It has to. And
Yeah.
the dialogue, even in this insane situation, it feels so
Right. Jamal's just freaking out, yelling, "What the hell is this?" Understandable.
totally understandable.
Yeah.
But Malik, even nailed up there, terrified, in pain. His first thought is reverence. He tells Jamal, dude, stop yelling at Jesus. You can't disrespect him like that.
Wow. Even then.
Even then, that detail, that panicked need for respect, it suggests something, right? That maybe this spiritual awareness, it was kind of buried under the surface all along.
Yeah. Latent. Which makes Jesus' response even more powerful.
What does he say?
He looks at them, the text says, with compassion, and speaks those famous words. Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. It's not just punishment, it's a diagnosis. It's saying their whole life up to that point was lived in ignorance, unthinking, disconnected from real consequences.
And the women, the ones who grabbed them.
They're in the vision too. They appear coming out of this like jeering crowd that's gathered.
Yeah.
And they're just watching Malik and Jamal.
The same look, that
Exactly.
same unsettling intensity.
Exactly the same. Silent witnesses. They see the condemnation, but maybe also the offer of grace in Jesus' words. They're part of the whole moment of consequence.
So they're not just abductors in this vision.
It makes you wonder, right? Are they agents of fate or clarity?
Oh.
They force the confrontation. They're the bridge between the gritty reality of Durham and this spiritual reality of judgment. They watch the lesson being learned.
Okay. And then how does it end?
Just as suddenly as it started, he's back.
Jolt. Malik wakes up, heart hammering. He's back in the car. Jamal's beside him.
Late afternoon sun coming through the windshield. Normal reality snaps back.
And his first thought is almost dismissive. Like, whoa, I just had the craziest dream.
I'll try to rationalize it immediately.
Yeah.
The trauma. It's already blurred the lines, between dream and reality.
How so?
Jamal's reaction. That's the proof. It wasn't just a personal nightmare. Malik looks over, and Jamal's face is white. Eyes wide. Pure fear.
Okay.
And he asked that question, the really chilling one. You think it was a dream?
Implying he experienced it too.
Exactly. Or something terrifyingly similar. It suggests this shared experience that just defies logic for them.
And then comes the confirmation. The moment the dream becomes undeniably real.
Yeah.
Malik turns, looks out the window, and there they are.
Ooh.
The two women in black, standing on the sidewalk, watching them, with that exact same unnerving stare as before everything went black.
Oh, man.
Malik just kind of whispers, this is too much. You can feel the weight of it all, the vision, the pain, the shame, the judgment just crashing down onto the real world right there on that street.
That's the absolute turning point, isn't it? The decision point.
Yeah.
Because every instinct must be screaming, floor it, get out of here.
Absolutely. Run.
But the source says Jamal, even though he's visibly trembling, he insists. He says they have to talk to them.
Why? Why walk towards the source of that terror?
Because the other terror, the terror of that vision, the crucifixion, that was somehow more real, more profound. The fear of judgment maybe became stronger than the fear of these women.
The vision felt more honest than their old life.
Perhaps. Yeah. It exposed the lie they were living. So confronting the women feels like the only path forward.
So they get out, they walk towards them, choosing confrontation.
Yeah. And Malik just lays it all out, urgently. He says to the women, listen, we want to give our lives to the Lord. We're done with all this.
Wow. Just like that. A complete turnaround.
Total conversion. Triggered by pure, undiluted fear.
Yeah.
And that glimpse of ultimate consequence.
And the women, what do?
Their reaction is subtle, minimal. Their lips just curl into these slight smiles. It's the first real emotion we see from them.
Signaling. What? Mission accomplished.
Seems like it. Their purpose is fulfilled. And as soon as that happens, the threat just dissolves. This overwhelming sense of peace washes over Malik and Jamal.
Replacing all the chaos and fear.
Completely. The narrative is really clear on this. The weight of their past, their decisions, it just lifts. Gone. And what's left is hope. A chance for a completely new start right there in Durham.
So if we pull back for a second, what we're seeing is a life defined by this constant low-level anxiety, selling drugs, watching your back getting replaced.
By one single, incredibly intense moment of existential terror.
And that one moment, that one shared nightmare or vision or whatever it was enough to spark total commitment, total change, and even peace. The speed is just remarkable.
It really is.
Yeah.
And connecting it to the bigger picture, what this source material seems to suggest is pretty stark. It's saying that for some people, maybe, rational arguments, small steps, gradual change, maybe that just doesn't cut it.
It takes something drastic.
Yeah, it takes a crisis.
Mm.
Something undeniable, terrifying, that bypasses your rational brain and forces your soul, for lack of a better word, to face the music. Immediate accountability.
So the message is almost, absolute terror can be a faster path to grace than, say, patient teaching or kindness.
The narrative seems to lean that way, doesn't it? That radical fear can shock someone into rejecting a destructive life in a way nothing else can. It's a challenging idea.
It really is. Okay, so based on everything we've talked through today, here's something to think about for you listening. We saw Malik and Jamal share this incredibly traumatic vision, right? And it was powerful enough to instantly lift the weight of past decisions. So the question is, could it be that sometimes a shared delusion or maybe a communal trauma is actually a more effective catalyst for real positive change than a quieter, more private, maybe even more genuine spiritual awakening? Is the shared experience the key?
That's definitely something to chew on.
Yeah.
How much does the sharing of the intense experience matter versus the experience itself?
Yeah. Something to ponder as you navigate your own choices and maybe think about what triggers big changes in life.